All right. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us over here on Instagram Live. You can't really see the show the way we are seeing it out, like we are looking at it over here with everybody. You can see both of the guests and contestants. If you want to find that look and be able to type, please go to our Facebook page over there on Facebook, and you'll be able to see that. If not, if you're cool with just listening to it, we're live right now for our Points of View segment. This is our new interactive talk segment, and we'll have special guests on, different guests every week, and we'll tackle some tough current events. It'll be sports, it'll be politics, it'll be everything, entertainment news. So moving right along. All right. Let me see. 6 months of Trump. Oh, by the way, the phone lines are open. If you want to, if you really want to chime in on something, the phone lines are open. 347-934-0966. All right, 6 months of Trump. That's where we're at with it. All right. It's June. It's 6 months. He's been our president for 6 months. Now, people, I don't know how we're gonna. Before I start, let me reset the timer. All right, before I start,
we can reset the timer.
Yeah, I'm resetting the timer. But before I start, I just got to say, man, these first 6 months have been such a crazy whirlwind, and I'm gonna start the clock now, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask the first question. All right, T. Marie. Well, Kelby went first. We'll go with T. Marie. We'll go back. We'll keep it the same way. T. Marie. 6 months of Trump. First question is it as bad as you thought it would be? Go ahead and tell me. And if it is,
it's worse.
Give me some points. Tell me why.
It is worse.
Tell me why.
Let me tell you why it's worse. Because, we figured, I really had no expectation. I didn't know what to think when he got in office. We understood, at least I did, that he did not know what he was doing. But little did I know how much he didn't know what he was doing and how much of a dictatorship mindset that he had. When the first thing he did was go in and write executive orders, making people overseas and they can't come back, and just all the stuff he did, he was just so all over the place that I didn't know what to think about the situation. I was confused. I thought you couldn't do that unless you confronted the Senate and the House. So little did I know he had the type of power that he had until he got in office. And it's so unfortunate because we don't even understand the type of power that he has and who we've given it to. So these first 6 months have been not what I thought, but even worse. And really, to be honest, I don't know where we're going to go 6 months after this, because it's been something every week, another different story, another different situation that his people are still defending every day. They find excuses, they find reasons. And if Barack Obama had done just a little bit, just a piece of what he's done, they've been already talking impeachment already. But for some reason, not for some reason, because white people really stick behind their own. We would have been the first people to tell Obama, oh no, you got to get out of here. You tripping, because that's how we do. We turn on each other. But white people, they just stick together. They don't care how wrong this man is. They gonna ride it out with him. And so we just might as well buckle up our seatbelts and just get ready to ride too, and just hold on, because it's about to be some bullshit in real.
All right, it ain't about to be some bullshit. It already is some bullshit. All right, Kelby, take it away, bro. What you think? 6 months of Trump, is it as bad as you thought? And if so, tell me why.
All right, it's I don't know. It ain't as bad as I thought, because I didn't expect anything. I was like, well, that was unfortunate. Like, but I honestly don't see it as a black-white thing. I think, this is the thing, is like, and I think I've said it before, is like, I think a lot of white people, like, Trump ran on a lot of really racist shit, and a lot of his points of views were ugly. But then he also had things that appealed to people's self-interest, because that's what people care about more than anything. Can I take care of my family? Can are these jobs coming back? Like, that's what people care about. Like, fuck the wall. Am I going to be able to go to Walmart?
But he hasn't did shit though, Kelby. But he hasn't did what fucking jobs has he run? See, he ran on they all lie. They all lie and say they're going to deliver some shit they fucking can't. We know they can't. But I mean, what the fuck has he even done that he's even campaigned on yet? That's my whole point.
He played on the fear of white people. That's what I think.
orders. They were all just a show of power, showing that he tried, because he know that shit wasn't gonna pass and it wasn't gonna get upheld, but he could at least say it was just a pump fake, like I tried, like he's a politician. Like, I'm looking at what he's doing. Like, at the end of the day, I'm looking at the moves that he's gonna make that affect the economy, because it's gonna affect specific sectors where he's gonna make money. That's my biggest concern, is the conflict of interest of the Trump brand and the company and his business interests with him being the commander-in-chief.
Exactly. Yeah. That and it. See. If I feel like if there's anything that they can impeach him on, it's that. It's his financial ties. The Russia thing, I can't believe the Russia thing, because I'm gonna tell you something about white people. Even white people ain't fucking with Russia like that. You know what I'm saying? like that was that whole thing. Like, even that's making more white people turn on my field than anything. Because even white folks like, hold on now. We don't fuck with Russia like that. You tripping? You know what I'm saying? And
but
so I
there's
think
a
this
certain
is
type
why.
of white people that he appeals to, though.
Well,
there's a certain type of white people that he appeals to, and that's that redneck. We want to take America back, that type of white person, and those are the people that he keeps appealing to, and those were the people that we counted out when it came time to voting. So he appealed to those people.
Like, the only rednecks are not the only racists.
No, I'm not saying they're the only racists, but I'm saying he appealed to those.
I know,
he appealed to those people because.
But here's the thing: we paint this caricature of what a racist is supposed to look like. There are racists in Silicon Valley. There are racists downtown. Like, so it's like he also appeals to those people that also listen. That are like, I don't like what he's talking about. Like,
and that's what I was saying. What I'm saying is he appealed to those, even those undercover racists, but he appealed to those people that we didn't think about, and that those other people do that when they're running, that they forget. So we're talking about, people don't think that way. Meanwhile, we're forgetting that there's a group of people that think that way, and that's why it was so surprising when he won. We kept thinking it was a joke, but we kept counting out that there is a group of people who feel exactly the way he feels, and he knew that. And it was those same people that sat beside you every day and act like they ain't tripping, but they really are tripping. And that was that secret number that he kept telling y'all about that was going to show up at the polls in the end.
Yeah. I don't think he even feels the way. I think he was just running to win. Like, that was it. He was just running to win. Like, I don't think you think he cares about black people? He doesn't deal with black people. If you don't deal with black people, do you care about black people? Either way.
I don't think he cares about anybody. I think he cares about his money, and I think when he said what he needed to say to get elected. That's what I think. I think he just said what he needed to say. He knew who to play on to get those numbers, and he did that.
Let me interject and say all of them say whatever they need to say to get elected. I think Obama didn't do everything he said he was going to do either, and he did some shit I didn't like either. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, none of them can say exactly everything they want to say, because then that's just not being a politician. They're master liars at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And they know full well going into it they're not going to be able to do it. So let me tally up some points over here. Let me see. Here. Cherie 6 says she says Team T Marie. She wants to give her a point. It was worse than we thought. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Jackson says -5 points for Kelby. Why is he saying that? For not seeing it as a black and white thing. DJ, that's DJ. DJ I am wants me to take points away from you for that. For not seeing it as a black and white thing. Maybe he has 1 point, Kelby. We'll take one down, not 5. I'm not taking down 5. I'll take 1 point away from him for trying to say it's not a black and white thing, because yes it is. It's some black and white shit for real. You know what I'm saying? So DJ I am made me he brung it up. I was like, I meant to buzz you right then, but he reminded me. Who else? Let me see. Give yourself some points. I can't give myself no points. Let me see. Now he's being petty. He's talking about for calling him a commander in chief. Here it is. Let's anybody else any more points? Let me see. Cherie 6 says T Marie for the fact he appeals to the people who showed up for the polls. She said that was a good point. Want to give you one for that. All right. minus 1 point for underestimating Trump. Everybody did that, so I have to take points from everybody.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
A whole bunch of points.
All right. I know, right? We got 6 minutes left in this conversation about Trump. Do you think he will make it out of his first term? And I got one more question. Well, let's go ahead and just tackle both of them real quick because we only got 6 minutes. So that's about 3 minutes apiece for you guys. Do you think he'll make it out of his first term? And do you think now people will appreciate Obama more right now because of everything that's happened in his first 6 months of his presidency, of President Trump?
No. I'm not sure if he's gonna make it out his first term, and no, I'm not gonna necessarily say people will appreciate Obama more because they gotta really, really, really understand the predicament that they're in, and I don't think people really get it yet. And the thing is, with Obama, we just want to be right most of the time. So even if we know he did some stuff better, we're not going to go back and be like, yeah, Obama, yeah, he was better. Especially the majority of the people. The Black community may say so, but as a whole, as a nation, they're not going to go back and say that. They'd rather be wrong, you know what I'm talking about, than to give Obama his credit. They're not going to do that. And do I think he's going to make it? Probably not.
Why not? What do you think he's going to get impeached on? Because I mean, that's the only. Or do you think he'll quit? I don't know. So I just saw a report the other day that says it's looking like he might just say, you know what, fuck this.
Yeah, you know, he actually said that this job was harder than he thought it was going to be. He actually made that quote. He said he didn't think he was going to be able to do the things that he could do. He can't live his life. He has to get up making real decisions. I'm like, dude, this is what you do. I mean, he actually made that quote. And so what I think is going to happen, they're gonna find his money and Russia. It's going to tie together to where they're going to get him impeached. That's what's going to get him impeached. The business that he's actually going to find out that he was actually in bed with Russia to do for business. So it's going to come together. That's what's going to get him impeached.
All right, Kelby, it's on you. Go ahead.
It's not a black or white thing. And you take some more points.
I am. I did. I did.
I gotta say that because I think we fail to realize like how you said, like a majority of people aren't gonna say that Obama was better. They are. Obama won 2 terms. A majority of the people voted for him. So a majority of the people already said Obama was better. They just didn't show up and vote for Hillary. That's the problem.
Yes, they did. Yes,
No. You know what? I'm actually gonna give Kelby a point on that. I think there are a lot of Obama people who voted for Obama who set the election out because a lot of them were Bernie Sanders supporters, and a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters didn't go to the poll because they was butthurt about fucking Bernie Sanders not coming out of the primary, so they sat their ass at home. A lot of chauvinism, male chauvinism came into play. There's a lot of men.
Oh,
there's a lot of men who'd rather be
female chauvinism. A lot of women who wouldn't vote for another woman.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
Right. So there was a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Keeper Richmond says white people voted for Obama. Of course, white people did. Some white folks had to vote for Obama. We know that he can't win with just us. Ain't enough for us. We know white people voted for Obama. That's not what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But he's gonna make it out of. I feel like he's gonna make it out of the first term. Here's the thing: even if it was irrefutable evidence that tied him to Russia, do you think that they would ever publicly put it out that Russia was able to infiltrate the American government to that extent?
They know, but no, they already said that though. But they've already said it though, Kelby. Everybody's basically conceded that they know they fucked with the election. Nobody's even in denial about it. Right? That's why I'm like all these white people who are all about waving their fucking flags around like America this and America that, and this ain't enough for y'all to go in there and fucking want his head on a stick.
But they'd rather be white than right. They just rather be. They don't want to admit that, even if it's in their face. They're not going to admit it.
They're not gonna say that we got a Manchurian candidate. They ain't gonna say that they beat us. They gonna say they got a couple good looks in. They ain't gonna say, yeah, I got my ass whooped. Like, that's what I'm making the point I'm making.
All right. 347. We got a caller. I think they want to chime in on this segment. 347-934-0966. We got about 1 minute and 51 seconds in this segment. I think I got a call on the line. Area code 919-673. What up?
North Carolina.
Yeah, what's going on? What's happening? I can't hear you. I cannot hear you.
Oh, Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, so I see 90 seconds on the clock. I'm just going to chime in real quick. Trump will survive his first term for two reasons. Number one, Republicans are sycophants. They're going to hold on to Trump until they get what they want from him. They will not turn on him no matter what. And number two, as far as this whole Russia thing, there's not enough evidence. You know, there's evidence that Russia tried to hack the election, but not enough evidence to say that Trump was involved. So I see some of the Democrats are trying to shift toward his conflicts of interest, and that's going to help. But Trump will survive. It won't be from lack of trying, though. They're going to try and get him out, but I think he will survive, unfortunately.
All right. Thank you for calling. What's your name again?
My name is Mercer.
All right, Mercer. Thank you for calling. I appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with us on the Points of View segment. So what do you guys think? Kelby, go. Say what?
I said, this is a nice setup you got here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Like that, dude.
You like that, yeah. So what do you think about the caller? What do you think? He's right? You know what I'm saying? He says he's going to make it out of the first term.
I think, here's the thing. For them to impeach him, like, it would show a weakness in the system.
Yeah.
Like, you can't show a weakness in the system. Sometimes you just gotta, they're gonna use whatever they find, they'll use it to put him in check. And we may see him get put in check and he start acting and towing the line here, you know.
Right. All right, there's the end of that round. All right. 19-20. It's close. It's close, man. And we got two more topics. All right, listen, 347-934-0966. That's the number to dial into the show. All right, 347-934-0966. That's the number to dial into the show. And